This week we've been doing a lot of planning.
So much planning. It's been really exciting and I feel like we've got a fresh bout of enthusiasm
Definitely.
for making this into the farm that we've dreamed of, which is super.
And this week, well, today we have brought home some fencing, which you can just see in here in our boot.
Ta-da!
It is only a start, but it is a start that we've been really looking forward to. Now that we've got our fencing, I'm just headed down to the entrance of our forest because we need some posts. We do have a lot of slate posts gathered up from around our land, and as you can see, even here there's another couple of slate posts which will work great. We could obviously buy posts, which would be a lot easier and quicker, but it'll end up quite dear and we don't want to spend the money. Not whenever we have so much wood ourselves. There's quite a lot of oaks, a bit like this one, but this has two main stems. There is parts where there's maybe 7 or 8 or 9 all coming from the ground. So the plan is to take away 4 or 5 of them, leave maybe 2 or 3 just to give them more space to grow. It's something which we would be doing anyway. So this way means we get free fence posts from them. I've gotten some logs cut and brought up from the forest. Quite a hill at some points. Now just to bring them round to the chicken field, start taking some bark off. Now we've collected some posts to make a start. Just going to take the bark off them. Just going to show Dani how to use the jaw knife. I've screwed a few bits of wood onto this just to hold it because it makes it a little bit easier. You just slide that in till it's tight. I'll sit on that. I've sharpened it so it's nice and sharp.
Okay.
And you just change the angle slightly, but you just basically
Spuds.
you just put it like that.
Just like that.
Oops. I'll change it round because that bark is a wee bit thicker maybe for doing it the first time.
Okay. This
Hold it two handles.
can't go too wrong then.
No.
I could be here a while.
Some bits there's not, so it's a wee bit harder. You try
Just need to get the technique.
here down. Once you get started, you sort of shaving bits off and it's a wee bit easier once you've one strip done.
Yes. I see. Oh, big strip, big strip.
It's good getting the right strip, isn't it?
Yeah. Maybe once I get more practice, we could race to see who can peel a log the fastest.
We could.
You're looking going, there's no competition. But it's my first one ever
First one
in my
ever.
entire life. What do you call this again?
Jaw knife.
Draw knife. Hello!
Hello.
So, in less than 2 weeks' time, our homestead will be gaining 2 new members.
It is getting bigger.
2 new arrivals expected in less than 2 weeks. So, we are on a mission to create a pen for them to stay in. Something a decent size, but it won't be a permanent place for them. Eventually, they will have full reign of the whole farm.
It's just a beginning area.
Because they're just babies. So we plan to use this terrace along here, which is the first terrace down from our house. So nice and close to the house, easily accessible by us. Nice flat area, mostly cleared, has some trees in it, but the babies won't do any harm to them.
So we're going to put fencing around the edges. We have quite a few big concrete posts like these ones along some of the edges, so we're going to cut them to height for the fence and use the bottom bit as a post.
So it means we've already got some posts for the fencing already set up. That's actually the smallest one perhaps.
It's probably the smallest one.
We have this one, which is much bigger. This one, which is quite small. And then 2 big ones here. This one is going to be the most difficult, I think. And then another big tall one there. But I don't know about you, but I'm going to be very pleased to get rid of them concrete posts anyway, just because they interrupt our view, man.
So much nicer. It will be so much nicer not having them there.
Like, look out there, it'll be so much better whenever you don't have post to post. Unfortunately, we will have to leave this one and the ones that sort of run down through the forest. It really bugs me that these run through our land, especially because we don't have mains electricity connected.
I know, and I think the fact that they run across the front of our house and around, if it had a run along the edge of our land or just somewhere not in between our living area and our garden area.
Yeah.
It's right bang in the middle.
They're just a minor inconvenience and just a bit ugly, but I mean, we can't have it all.
Can't have it all. And definitely getting rid of these other ones. Some of them height-wise, which we're leaving just a metre. That will make a big difference to us.
Like, the height of that one's insane. But I suppose at one stage somebody's paid a lot of money to run these electricity poles up through here so that they can benefit from public electricity.
Definitely.
We just want to be off grid, so that's our choice and we must live with it. Right, you.
So I think I'm going to start with one of the smaller posts. Leave this big one till last. And chop them down. Get them moved to the side for now, and then we can start a bit of fencing. It will be the first fencing on our land, possibly ever.
Which is a huge milestone.
Which is a big step. A lot to do, but small bits at a time will make a big difference for us.
And we've 2 weeks to get
to do this area.
To get this area sorted.
Which is very, what's the word? Accomplishable?
Achievable.
Achievable, very achievable. And then I can tidy it up after if needs be.
I missed it with the camera. Perfect. It just fell down there quite neatly. Looks pretty neat actually.
Was pretty easy. And a good solid post for some fencing.
Wonderful.
I'm just cutting away a nice straight line in the stone, and then break the stone until I can see the wire or the steel, and then changing it to a metal blade, metal cutting blade to cut the wire, and then hopefully it'll just fall.
Like it did just here.
Yeah, this one I'm going to try and cut at the very bottom.
Ooh.
Because behind it there's a nice granite post which we will be able to use instead.
Yes, no need for one of that height. We really hated all the wire when we first got here. It was everywhere. And you can see we've cut the wire along the top of that, but because of the height of it, it's still there. Bailey, stay away. Come on, quickly. Up to Mama. What have you been up to? Only. Careful. You need to do it slowly is the problem, isn't it? Ooh. Geronimo! Great job.
Another one down.
2 down, 3 to go. Rather than just being a spectator, I've decided to make myself useful, and I'm going to start on pruning some of the trees that are in and around the new pen area. Namely this big apple at the top, and there's another apple down there, crab apple at the other side, so might as well do that.
Continue cutting some posts.
But I will come back to observe for the big bad boy because it concerns me.
Yeah, and here we do have some metal rebar, which we shall also use, which is perfect height.
Is it?
I was thinking I would need to cut it, but perfect height.
But what does that mean?
It's about 20 mil smaller than the fencing.
Oh, it'll do the job then.
Perfect.
That makes such a difference. Just having the posts a metre high rather than towering above. So Will has managed to cut all the posts down except for the big bad boy. Just here he set up some ratchet straps because there's also one here. This one is a safety one just. But what we don't want to happen is for the post to fall towards that electricity line, because we might have some very unhappy neighbours if that's the case. So we really want it to fall in the direction of this ratchet strap. But Will reckons it's going to be a slow fall.
Slow to start. Once
Yeah.
it starts going, it's going to be quick, but
Yes,
the first bit of it leaning will be quite slow because there'll probably be
wire.
another bit of steel to cut.
Yeah.
But the plan is to get it to fall straight down here, not hit the wall. Is that any Wi-Fi? We'll both try pruning.
Great job!
Good job.
We did it!
Have to go.
So the good news is it didn't go anywhere near the electricity wire and has fallen just where we wanted it to fall. Way. Fabulous! Awesome!
Great.
How did you learn to do this?
Just guessed.
Pretty good at weighing things up, weren't you?
Yeah.
Coming up with a plan.
Quite good sometimes. Most of the time. Not sometimes.
A bit of credit. The difference to the view, particularly from our veranda where I'm stood now, is incredible. Massive difference. That post there that's sticking up will be cut down fully, but very pleased with the outcome. Pruning has also went well of the apple trees. I have some larger bits that were taken off the top, and I've just taken away any branches that were crossing over each other, and hopefully that should leave it a good bit healthier. I do have a little bit more to do at the other side of it, but to do that I need to go down the terrace and climb up the ladder to do it. Same with the one underneath on the terrace below. It's had a good prune, brought back to a good height. So that's another job done. What a wonderful before and after. Last thing for us to do today is finally take the wire away that runs from this post to our house to once again open up that wonderful view. When we first arrived here about a year and a half ago, we called the electricity company who came up and cut the wire up there, climbed up there and cut it, so that was it disconnected from the house. So
We watched him do it, so we know the wire definitely has no electric in it. We've also tested the other end just to double check. No more big wire.
goodbye! I think Bailey's found a rabbit or something over there.
Really? Come on. Come here.
Come on! She's like a greyhound. The way she comes charging. Come on! What were you chasing?
What
Good
did you
recall.
find?
Good recall. Using up the last of our pumpkin in a curry for tonight. We've decided to do something that we've been wanting to get round to for a while, which is taking apart this gorgeous building, as you can see in the background. This little shack actually used to be a toilet, so it's remained untouched for a lot of years, and it currently looks like the Leaning Tower of Pisa, the way the walls are leaning this way. And it's about time that we took it apart. One, because the rusted metal in the roof, it's a little bit of an eyesore, and two, because we're not sure how much longer it would actually hold up for if we left it untouched. And because we are getting the new arrivals, which we're building the pen for here, we don't want them to get themselves into any trouble with any falling stones, bricks, bits of wood, bits of metal that would come from this building here. It already looks so much better with the roof off this. I've brushed out quite a lot of rubbish and pulled out some wood. I'm near sure that was the toilet seat with the square hole in the middle where it would have dropped. And it looks like the bit of floor here is a big bit of slate, and then it would have been a drop toilet down to the terrace below. Found quite a lot of bits of paper which would have helped with the composting of it, I assume. That was the main floor.
Hello down there.
Hello. Hi. Hi. Let's get the rest of this cleared out, and then you're going to try to take some of the walls down.
I'm going to take some of the walls down. Probably just fill up the hole with the walls and leave from here down. Leave this wee corner bit as a wee wall.
It's quite disgusting. It's like a pivoting system. Pivot. Oh. Yes, it's clear now, that side.
Let's see if it will go.
Oh, near took that wall down with it. It's in there.
But it's in there.
You did it. This is strangely satisfying. Smashy. Demolition! Whoa! Ooh. So close. Got a hand
No,
on
I'm
you.
okay, I'm okay.
Oh.
I'm just
I was just giving you.
balance and I'm not actually holding it.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to work out if I should push one side further than the other. That's all I'm doing. I should have looked closer.
It's gonna fall whatever way it'll fall. Tipping point and all that. Ooh. So now instead of an old outdoor toilet, we have a pile of rocks, rock pile, but it looks so much better, I think. And we can use that wall to our advantage when it comes to putting the fencing up, which we plan to do pretty soon. The view's better, the stones look nicer, everything's better. Three full bins of rubbish and quite a lot of wood, which I'll take down to the wood shed. Project Fencing for New Arrivals is to be continued very shortly. And if you would like to hear more from our homestead and our thinking behind our projects, you can check out our new regular blog on our website at baileyshomestead.org.